Hey people, can you laser engrave bricks? Well, obviously it's a loaded question. Of course you can, but in this video I'm going to show you how. I'm lucky enough to live near Bearsden Brickworks Museum, the country's sole surviving Victorian steam-driven brickworks. It's a really interesting place, filled with engineering marvels, and of course they make the occasional brick. I got chatting to one of the lead volunteers while doing a craft fair there, and we came up with the idea of laser engraving some of the bricks with my Aeon Mira 5S CO2 laser. As with any new material, I needed to learn how it behaves in the laser, so I purchased a driveway brick from B&Q to do a test engrave. The idea being I'd know the best speed and power to do a final engraving at. It took a while, as there's always a massive queue when I go there. There's always a massive B above the door as well. My thoughts were driveway bricks are specifically smooth on at least one side, making the material more consistent to engrave. And I was correct, the smooth side was a more consistent surface. However, the test engrave did not look very good. It ranged from a light white powdery mark to molten rock. Probably didn't do my lens very good either. And as one fish said to another when they came up against a wall, damn. Pause for laughs. Apparently, a lot of modern bricks are made up from reconstituted stone, so as well as all the usual stuff you'd expect it to be made of, like clay, there's also some nasty stuff in there like resin binders, and even pigments to make the brick look red. So I tried some of the authentic hand-moulded bricks from the actual Brickworks Museum. What a difference that made. Without all that nasty junk in a modern brick, this is mostly clay consisting of silica, alumina, lime and even a little iron oxide, which gives it its red colour. Old bricks are also made with a mould rather than wire cut, so they are generally smoother. They just don't make them like they used to. I tried to make the engrave a little bit darker with the old borax trick. Just a light coat of water stroke bicarbonate of soda, since you can't easily get borax in the UK unfortunately. Leave it to dry and then engrave. Marginally better. You really notice this effect more on wood though. The test grid here gives me a sweet spot of about 45% at 100mm per second, so that's what we're going to engrave at. I did another test engrave just to give myself a pet brick. Meet Le Boo brick. Wonderful. Now I have a spare key just in case I ever get locked out. Seriously though, never smash a window with a brick, as you'll get in trouble with the police if they can find some concrete evidence. Happy with my settings, I slapped the Brickworks logo into lightburn and engraved a brick for the museum. While that's cutting, here's a brain teaser for you. Which is heavier, 200 kilograms of feathers or 200 kilograms of bricks? The answer is of course 200 kilograms of feathers, because you'd also need to carry the weight of what you did to all those poor birds. I also engraved my website on the back as a reminder as to where they can find me in case they want to order more. I showed my prototype to the Brickworks and they loved it, and in fact they've placed some orders already for some bricks to be engraved with some of their biggest donors' names on. That's a nice little extra earner for the business, which I'm building up one brick at a time. If you want to engrave bricks, or hundreds of other materials, why not consider getting an Aeon Laser too? They are just lovely to use and basically a business in a box, capable of making prototypes of all your silly ideas and probably some of the more profitable not so silly ideas. Now the discount code Woodgineer gives you 5% off With Christmas less than 160 days away, now is a really good time to invest. So if you enjoyed this video, please tickle that like button and consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like this. In fact, I'll put some more laser videos up there. Ooh, there we go. And if you're in the area, definitely check out the Brickworks Museum. It's fascinating at the best of times, but during some of the events they run, they have things there like a working blacksmith on site and even an old sawmill going. And of course, lots of bricks.